how much to discover, what chemical forces flow from lover to lover, how little we understand what touches off that tingle, that sudden explosion when two tingles intermingle. Who cares to define what chemistry this is? Who cares with your lips on mine how ignorant bliss is? So long as you kiss me and the world around us shatters, how little it matters, how little we know, how little we know, how much to discover, what chemical forces flow from lover to lover, how little we understand what touches off that tingle, that sudden explosion when two tingles intermingle. Who cares to define what chemistry this is? Who cares with your lips on mine how ignorant bliss is? So long as you kiss me and the world around us shatters, how little it matters, how little we know, how little we know, how little we know.
Thank you, everyone. It doesn't seem like there's enough excitement in the room. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. As you probably can see, our students are so overwhelmed with joy and excitement and nervous. They're very nervous. I'm not sure why. They've made it through this far. They've worked very hard. We've all worked hard, you people in the audience, to help them get here. I can only say thank you. If you can feel it, I'm giving you a virtual hug. And I want you to know that there is no nurse, even in this audience, that hasn't had to work so hard to become a registered nurse. It's hard work. Our first speaker today is going to be Dr. Stearns. She is the president of our college. Dr. Stearns.
Good morning and welcome to Cuesta College. To the friends and family gathered here today, thank you for entrusting your student to us. I am pleased to introduce the elected officials present. From the San Luis Obispo County Community College District Board of Trustees, Board President Dr. Deborah Stakes, and Trustee Mrs. Mary Strobridge, representing State Senator John Laird, Senior District Representative Clint Wyrick, representing Assemblywoman Dawn Addis, District Director Jen Ford. It is fantastic to welcome you to campus. I also want to extend special thanks to San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisors, Supervisor of District 1, Mr. John Pishong, who provided special certificates of recognition. And I want to thank our hospital partners who make our clinical experience possible. So thank you. Today, I have the distinct pleasure of sharing the incredible Karen and Jim Clark Nursing and Allied Health Scholarship. The Clarks have committed to an annual gift of $100,000 to provide $1,000 to every student who goes through the RN, LVN, and paramedic programs. Each student receives $200 at the start of the program and $800 when they graduate. Thanks to the generosity of Karen and Jim Clark on behalf of the Sophidian Foundation. The Sophidian Foundation is named in memory of Jim's mother, Sophia, who believed in the power of philanthropy and supporting future nurses. Their generosity will help students pay for both pre- and post-program costs, from paying for their uniforms as they begin to paying for their tests once they complete. Jim and Karen recognize what you know already. Becoming a nurse requires full-time attendance and dedication, which limits the number of hours students can work to support themselves. This scholarship is designed to help students offset the cost of these necessities and contribute to their success as they work toward becoming registered nurses. Please join me and express your gratitude to the Clarks for their unwavering generosity and support of Cuesta College students. To our students, Cuesta College is proud of you. Congratulations, graduate nurses, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Stearns. I'd like to also welcome and thank Dr. Ramos, our dean, and our vice president, Dr. Curtis, who is here today. We have a faculty speaker. The faculty speaker is picked by the students to share lots of things. So next we have Dr. Darby Axelrod.
Thank you, Beth. Hello, everyone. My name is Darby Axelrod, and I have had the pleasure of teaching in the second year of Cuesta's RN program. I feel super blessed, slightly terrified, to be asked to speak on such a special day. I am honored to have the opportunity to play even a small part in the journey of these incredible graduates. As a nurse myself, I can say both subjectively and objectively that this group of grads is hypothermic. Get it? They're super cool. So, about a year ago, in one of my classes, these folks participated in a discussion board talking about the path that led them into their nursing career. From the students' posts, I was amazed by the complexity and knowledge and passion of this class. A few of them had the drive and ambition to pursue their nursing journey just shortly after graduating high school. But others were already invested in full-time careers. So when you look at them, know that they are so much more than just graduating nurses. You are looking at teachers, a yoga instructor, food production facility workers, child development specialists, a registered dietitian, a welder, CNAs, LVNs, caregivers, medical assistants, a hairdresser, a surgical technician, bartenders, servers, a master gardener, a pharmacy technician, an expert in range management, a specialist in marine fisheries and agriculture, a dialysis technician, biotechnologists, pathology lab technicians, researchers, and veterinary technicians. Pretty amazing, right? Such diversity, such an incredible treasure trove of knowledge and experience, and yet every one of these individuals with a common goal which caused them to diverge from their paths, walk away from admirable careers, walk away from weekends, probably lose a few sanity points along the way, all to return to the rigor of the classroom to pursue a nursing career. But that's how powerful nursing is. This passion that you see is real. The drive in these students is real. So in the same assignment, the students shared their inspiration for pursuing nursing, and I wanted to share some of their responses with you today. Some of them knew that they wanted to be nurses since they were knee-high to a bedpan. Others had firsthand experience through personal health struggles or through watching the health struggles of family and friends. And the interactions that they had in our community or other communities with healthcare staff, both the good and the bad, fueled their desire to become a nurse. Many students here have lost someone integral in their lives, and that transition story of the people that they loved became their driving force in making it to the stage before you today. Some students even had interactions with strangers that changed the trajectory of their lives. For example, for one of them, it was a veteran with housing insecurity. For another, it was a conversation with a traveling nurse. Even the pandemic lit the passion of nursing in some of these graduates. Many of them had family and friends, quite possibly some of you in the audience, encouraging them to go into nursing. And so for that, I thank you. Good job, recruitment. So graduates, this career can be hard. Actually, I can guarantee you that it will be hard at times. But during those times, I want you to remember what brought you here. You can all do hard things. Moving forward, I hope that you will continue to show the kindness that I have seen you demonstrate time and time again in this program. Remember, compassion and kindness are more than personality traits. They are choices that you make on every shift and with every patient interaction. My wish for you is that on the days when it doesn't come naturally, that you continue to make the decision of kindness throughout your entire career. Don't lose your passion for nursing, but really, more importantly, don't lose your compassion for people. You've already achieved so much success, just as evidenced by your spot on the stage today. So now, this is your moment, not your moment for humility, but your moment for pride. You've worked so hard to be here. You've sacrificed so much. You are strong, you are resilient, you are impressive, you are powerful, you are nurses. So I will leave you with this final quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Axelrod. And thank you, audience, for being excited about what she said when it came to nursing terminology, like what you probably already knew, this bedpan. I'm so excited. The next thing on our calendar here is we get to hear from students. So we have 2 student speakers today. And our first student speaker is going to be Allie Hartman.
Thank you, Beth. Like Darby, I am also terrified to give my speech today. But I am very honored to get to speak on behalf of my wonderful class. So welcome, family, friends, faculty, and fellow students. To be honest, public speaking is not really my forte. But here I am today voluntarily choosing to give a speech in front of you all, which is just something I never saw myself capable of doing. But that's so much of what nursing school has been for all of us, constantly teaching us how to do things that we could never imagine ourselves doing. So when I started to write this speech, I felt it very important to shed light on the transformation that occurred between our first semester selves and where we are today. I'd like to say they're very different. Our first year as nursing students was truly a phase of adaptation that I really wanted to capture properly. It was a whole lot of, what have I gotten myself into? Tears, sleep deprivation, more tears. Every single question being answered with another question, or it depends. Yeah, we all twitch when we hear that now. So careful, family, when you respond to us now. So really good stuff, really shaping is how we can look at it now. We all probably went to nursing school with this fresh image of ourselves, a super novice, but really willing to take on all the challenges and jumping right back up when we get knocked down. Then I took my first exam in Monica's data class and was like, oh crap, this is awful. This is really bad. So I quickly shifted gears and got into the mindset, it's fine. Tests have never really been your thing, but you'll just shine in clinical. Will I, though? In clinical, no joke, I felt like we were going through puberty all over again. You're sweating all the time and from really odd places. And in the hospital, there are all kinds of new smells. Sometimes you're worried, oh, is that smell coming from me? We never really figured out what to do with our hands. It was just a lot, and those dang clinical packets, let's just say those were really, really dark times. And we made it through, though, bright white scrubs and all. So nursing school can be filled with a lot of personal doubt and second guessing. Much of the battle is just you believing that you can do it. Second semester did aim to nurture our budding self-confidence And yet our scope of practice was still guided by this concept of do everything, but don't do anything without me watching your every move. And so while harnessing this just try it attitude during our OB Peds rotation, I had the traumatizing experience of smacking a newborn in the face with my stethoscope. And if punching a baby in the face, as Genevieve, our instructor, so therapeutically phrased it to me, Genevieve, you are the best, you are, isn't a gut punch to your confidence, I don't really know what is. Growing up, though, when things would get overwhelming and seem too difficult to navigate, my dad would always tell us, leave yourself alone. So in other words, focus on what you do know. Don't freak out about what you don't. And then you gotta just make a move. So in second semester, even with all the mishaps, the every day on the floor felt a little less consumed with what we didn't know and was slowly replaced with just this willingness to be vulnerable and try. And this concept led very smoothly into our final year, where our overall focus became much more about just pushing through our doubts, leaning into our instincts, and trusting the process. We were placing Foleys, attempting and landing IVs. We were chit-chatting with the doctors, which that was still absolutely terrifying, but we were doing it. And so what originally had been so foreign and intimidating, it was now becoming our new norm. And before we knew it, the last of everything occurred. We were accepting jobs, and we were making next chapter decisions. So looking back on all 4 semesters as a lump sum, so much life happened for all of us, but life outside of school. Babies were born, marriages happened, I got a puppy, and some really difficult things happened for a lot of us as well. Because life doesn't stop for anything, not even nursing school. And it's the people who are alongside us that get us through. So to all of our family members and friends who stood by us and contorted your lives to help us get to today, I really don't think we can say thank you enough. We know we could be a little prickly over the last 2 years, and we were absent from moments that we too wish to have been more involved in. But just know that we noticed when you picked up the kids, when you cooked and cleaned. You didn't make us feel like we needed to explain ourselves, or you called just to check in. We felt the love in those actions, and they meant everything, and we thank you. I also wanted to say thank you to all of our amazing faculty. To you, we are so grateful for the time, energy, knowledge, and emotional support you have provided both in the classroom and on the clinical floor. You believed in us from day one and on the days we didn't believe in ourselves. From first semester, where Sensei Rick coupled his calming and comforting presence with his nunchuck-wielding videos, all the way to fourth semester, with Micah Lynn's spontaneous Mighty Mouse moments of inspiring self-advocacy speeches. Tee-hee. You all pushed us to reach our highest potential and grow a nursing practice that is safe and well-rounded. The days were full and dense, but they were always tactfully sprinkled with your thoughtful doses of humor and care. We truly could not have gotten to the stage without your seasoned guidance and dedication, and we thank you. To conclude, I wanted to take a moment for all my fellow classmates to really feel the magnitude of your achievements. I ask you to place yourselves back to that first day, on the med-surg floor with your very first patient. I can still see myself standing at my patient's bedside, task-oriented, checking all her systems, and then feeling a little paralyzed as to what I should do next. I was consumed with her terminal diagnosis of stage 4 ovarian cancer, although what she was actually being treated for that day was a small bowel obstruction. I was so worried that I would do something insensitive, and I had total tunnel vision. Then she looked up at me and smiled and asked if I could help her change her hospital gown. This simple request, as silly as it may seem, it humanized our interaction again and reminded me that even though there was still so much ahead to learn, I still knew things. We laughed at ourselves as we fumbled through the buttons, and I remember feeling myself relax and thinking, kindness and humor, okay, this I can do. And that's when I realized where I wanted my nursing practice to always pivot from, kindness and humor. And I will tell you that this whole class is a class made up of kind, dedicated, intelligent, empathetic, funny, loving human beings. I'm not a cute crier, and I really practice this speech a lot. There was not a day that went by these last 2 years that I wasn't inspired or encouraged by one of you. Watching day after day, every one of you continue to show up, continue to adapt, laughing and smiling, caring for your families, starting families, and pushing through all the challenges that life continued to throw your way, it truly kept me going. If you don't know it, I'm telling you now that you are a commanding example for all of those around you. Your kids, your siblings, friends, spouses, all of them. Your dedication and resilience inspired me to get to this finish line. I was never alone on this journey. I'm graduating with lifelong friendships, my forever stars, irreplaceable memories, and a new outlook on what I am capable of achieving. No matter what your next step is, I encourage you to always be kind to yourself. Never stop learning, and when in doubt, listen to your gut. It's gotten you this far, and that really is saying something. I am beyond grateful and honored to have had the opportunity to share this journey with you all, as well as this stage today. Congratulations, class of 2024. You freaking rock.
Thank you, Allie, and also thank you for the tears. I get to read the speeches and I cry, and then I get to hear them and then I cry more. The next speaker is going to be Vicki Reyna.
Good morning. Parents, teachers, colleagues, and guests, my name is Vicki, and I am deeply grateful for my classmates for entrusting me with the opportunity to address you as one of the speakers in this ceremony. It is an immense honor and privilege to stand before you today. Buenos días. Me llamo Vicki y doy gracias a mis compañeros por la confianza puesta en mí para ser una de las oradoras en esta ceremonia. Es un completo honor y distinción estar frente a ustedes. Together, we commemorate a significant milestone in our journey. We honor the courage, resilience, and sacrifices that brought us here. Over the span of 2 years, we have cultivated a holistic understanding of health, acknowledging the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, recognizing that while medicine possesses the power of saving lives, it alone lacks the ability of touching the human soul. Through rigorous study, we have acquired the scientific foundation of medicine intertwined with the artistry of compassion. We have witnessed the joy in a recovery and the profound sorrow of a loss. Nursing is a work of the heart. Hoy estamos de manteles largos celebrando un logro monumental en nuestras vidas. Este evento representa la culminación formal de años de una travesía que apenas empieza. Festejamos el valor, coraje, perseverancia y sacrificios que se tuvieron que hacer para estar aquí. En estos 2 años hemos desarrollado un enfoque integral en materia de salubridad. La conexión entre cuerpo y mente, cual reconoce que la medicina tiene el poder de salvar vidas, mas no la capacidad de tocar el alma. Hemos aprendido de la ciencia detrás de la medicina y el arte de la compasión. Hemos presenciado la dicha en la recuperación de un paciente y la tristeza tras una pérdida. La enfermería es una obra del corazón. We stand before you, a mosaic of 45 unique individuals, all starting from different places, but brought together in this nursing class of 2024. We celebrated our triumphs, from working our way through exams in which there were no real right or wrong answers, more like the most correct one, to tackling clinical simulations with this very whiny, screaming dummy named Scotty. We all felt a palpable tension preceding each skill's validation, such as placing Foley's without accidentally breaking sterile field, or the frustration of trying to start an IV with shaking hands. Those were moments of terror that bonded us as a team. We faced new obstacles, late nights prior to an exam, those long commutes to facilities far away from home, missing precious moments with our loved ones to prioritize our studies. Estamos frente a ustedes, un mosaico de 45 piezas, cada uno con un diferente punto de partida, y con la fortuna de coincidir en esta generación de enfermería del 2024. Juntos celebramos nuestros triunfos de pasar un examen difícil, simulaciones clínicas donde los maniquíes gritaban y se quejaban, o el estrés antes de aprobar algún procedimiento práctico, como colocar sondas o tratar de hacer una canalización con manos temblorosas. Fueron momentos de terror que nos unieron como equipo. Nos enfrentamos a obstáculos nuevos, las desveladas antes de un examen, esos trayectos largos cuando nos tocaban prácticas lejos de nuestro hogar, incluso el perdernos momentos irrepetibles con nuestros seres queridos por dar prioridad a nuestros estudios. We thank our families and loved ones for their unwavering words of encouragement, serving as a beacon of light during our most storming moments. Those who, with their love, patience, and understanding, helped us achieve this goal. We couldn't have done this without you. Let's take a moment to honor those not physically present. The empty chair at our dining table. Grandparents, mothers, fathers, siblings, or friends who have passed on, each leaving an indelible mark of love that resonates within this auditorium. Those who took a little piece of our hearts, we remember them. Our achievements are yours as much as they are ours. Damos gracias a nuestras familias y seres queridos que nos dieron las palabras de aliento en nuestros momentos más hundidos, quienes nos brindaron su apoyo, comprensión y cariño para ayudarnos a cumplir nuestra meta. Tomemos un momento para honrar a esas personas que no están aquí hoy, a esa silla vacía en nuestro comedor, abuelos, madres, padres, hermanos o amigos que se nos adelantaron en el camino, pero cuyo amor se puede sentir en este auditorio. Aquellos que se llevaron un pedacito de nuestro corazón, los recordamos y nuestros logros son tan suyos como nuestros. We would like to recognize our teachers and mentors for their invaluable guidance along this journey, for being at the forefront of new bodies of knowledge and developing practices, standards, and educational materials rooted on evidence. Your dedication has equipped us, future professionals, with the capabilities to deliver high-quality care in an ever-evolving, technology-driven, and globally interconnected society, where communities are dynamically shifting, dictating the development of novel health initiatives. In the state of California, we are members of a diverse and multicultural citizenry, where nearly a third of our population speaks Spanish. However, only 17% of our nursing professionals reflect this linguistic diversity. The city of Santa Maria has over 32,000 people whose first language is Mixteco. While our hospitals have implemented virtual interpreting services to bridge the gap between the healthcare sector and the community's needs, we acknowledge that there is ground to be covered in the quest of providing culturally sensitive care. Quisiéramos tomar un momento para reconocer a nuestros docentes y personal directivo por guiarnos en este camino, por estar al margen de nuevas tecnologías, por desarrollar prácticas, estándares y material didáctico basados en la evidencia, haciéndonos personas capaces de brindar cuidado de calidad en un mundo cada vez más globalizado. Un mundo más pequeño dado avances tecnológicos en donde nuestras comunidades están cambiando, con necesidades emergentes que dictan el desarrollo de nuevas iniciativas de salud. En el estado de California somos parte de una ciudadanía diversa y multicultural donde casi un tercio de nuestra población es hispanoparlante, pero tan solo el 17% de nuestros enfermeros también lo son. La ciudad de Santa María cuenta con alrededor de 32,000 personas cuyo primer idioma es mixteco. Nuestros hospitales cuentan con servicios de intérpretes virtuales que ayudan a reducir la brecha lingüística que separa a este sector de nuestra comunidad de la atención que necesitan. Sin embargo, podemos reconocer que todavía nos queda espacio por cubrir. Nursing, more than a job, is a vocation. It's a calling that brought together this group of brave, dedicated, and compassionate individuals on the path to build healthier communities, to advocate for those who have no voice. If we are going to do something, let's do so without fear. La enfermería, más que un trabajo, es una vocación. ¿Y quién mejor que este grupo de personas valientes, dedicadas y con un enorme corazón para ayudar a construir comunidades más sanas, para abogar por los que no tienen voz? Si vamos a hacer algo, que sea sin miedo. Clase del 2024, muchas felicidades. Les deseo todo el éxito y un buen camino. Gracias. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki, for sharing your bravery. Now, we're going to have the most fun portion. So if anyone in this audience wants to take a picture of, let's say, someone you love, we would invite you to come. The middle row here works. The students will be presented with their stools and their certificates on stage, and they'll take a moment so you can take a photo. So all you hungry paparazzi, make your way forward. We're going to do this alphabetical if that helps. I'll give you a moment to do that. One thing I want you to pay attention to is there's a gentleman in the audience taking professional photos. Just don't stand in front of him. Oh, no falling. Although you've got a lot of nurses in the audience and probably a couple doctors. All right. So now we are going to do the presentation of the pins and the stoles. The stoler will be Michael Madeline, and the certificates given by Rick Staley. Calling of the names will be by Dr. Monica Millard and Genevieve Ledoff.
María Buenrostro.
Alan Chavez. Charmaine Jane Corpez.
Julie Crawford.
Katie Dawson.
Greta Doria.
Elizabeth Durst.
Jasmine Espinosa.
Megan Formaster.
Audrey Garrow.
Katie Grecken.
Robert Hansen.
Alexandra Hartman.
Amy Hurt.
Lucas Jakovich. Shannon Kimberly Krasner.
Julia Lopez. Riley Lopez.
Esther Maheenan.
Whitney Molson.
Grace Mann.
Amanda Marsalisi.
Erin McCauley.
Megan Miranda.
Molly Mulvaney.
William Murtha.
Gary Patterson.
Mia Rose Patty.
Katie Price.
Alyssa Redden.
Tiffany Wren.
Maria Victoria Reina.
Dylan Rohde.
Kate Rossi.
Ariana Schrantz.
Amy Ha Volley.
Ryan Veach.
Emmeline Voorhees.
Melinda Weeks.
Haley Williamson.
Erica Wilson. Cody Stolmeyer Wright.
Victoria Jasonia Katerin. Matthew Humans.
Well, just to be honest, I got a tap on the shoulder while I was standing in the wings that I skipped over the slideshow presentation. And part of that was when we practiced, we kind of practiced it different, so that stuck in my head. Anyway, sorry for going out of order, Clark. So the next fun part of our presentation today is a video monologue, so to speak, that the students, and really one student, had a lot of work on this, back and forth with me. Yep, Lucas. So let's see it.
to see. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this It was a beautiful day, sun beat down. I had the radio on, I was driving. Trees went by, me and Del were singing a little runaway. I was flying, yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. I felt so good, like anything was possible. Hit cruise control and rub my eyes. The last 3 days, and the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold, no sunshine. Yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, running down a dream.
Thank you very much for allowing the students to invite you here today and be part of their celebration. It really means a lot to them. I can guarantee that. After 2 years of, as you could see, poking most everyone with a needle, and it almost looked like they didn't study, but I guarantee they did. Any of the faculty that are here will guarantee they did. And so would they. There's lots of speeches on this counter here, so. Are there any medical professionals in the audience? Can you please stand? Thank you. And I say that, well, because I'm a nurse too, but thank you. It's a lot of work to be a nurse, and these guys just got started. They're going to need everyone's help in this audience, in addition to the professionals in this audience that are going to remind them, look it up. What was your resource? Did you ask someone else? In nursing, there's a few things that are traditional. One of the traditional things is what we call the lighting ceremony. So if you don't know what the lighting ceremony is, I'm prepared to let you know. And these guys too. It's a tradition, and basically a tradition of a process of nurses moving from their educational process into the world of nursing. Some nursing schools do this after the first semester as students move into clinical. We at Cuesta College, we do it at the very end during the pinning ceremony. So the symbol of light, the lamp, is used as a symbol of knowledge, enlightenment, and the light that nurses bring into the lives of patients. Through their education, training, nursing students acquire knowledge and skills, lots of them, and they become competent healthcare providers. The lighting of the lamp represents their readiness to carry out their role. Then there's the passing of the torch. In this audience today, not only the healthcare providers, but you are going to help pass this torch, and I'll give you your cue soon. The ceremony often involves senior nurses, don't feel bad if you're over the age of 25, faculty members, alumni, which there's a number in this audience, passing on the lighted lamp or candle to the graduate students. This act symbolizes the passing of our knowledge, wisdom, and tradition in nursing from one generation to the next. It also symbolizes a commitment for caring. Nursing is a profession that's deeply rooted in caring for others. The lighting ceremony serves as a reminder for students that they are committed to caring and providing compassionate, competent care to all your patients, families, and anyone that you come into contact that needs your help. A sense of community. The ceremony, this, fosters a sense of community because as healthcare providers, we do work together, along with our families that support us, wash our clothes when we're not home, make dinners, so when you get home after your 12-and-a-half-hour shift, you have something to eat, clean uniform, so you can repeat it and go back. So, family members, you're part of this commitment too. You didn't know that. We have the rite of passage. So the rite of passage today is this ceremony is viewed for our students as it symbolizes their entry into the profession, an acceptance of their responsibilities, duties, and that becoming a nurse is more than just a job. It is a passion. Some days will be good days. Some days will be bad days. But fortunately, you're not in it alone. You have us, senior nurses, that means anyone over the age of 25, to provide some wisdom. As an audience, I'd appreciate your help in moving this rite of passage. So if anyone brought their cell phone and it has a flashlight on it, I'd love for you to pull it out now. Students, get ready with your lights. And if you can shine these lights over your head, this will symbolize our RN students' final journey into their professional lives of healthcare. We will have a minute of silence. A minute's a long time, huh? Thank you. Thank you for sharing this experience. There's a couple reminders. For one, audience, please remain seated as the students and faculty exit the building today. We also have a reception with snacks, coffees, drinks that are to the right as you exit down in the quad. And we'd like you to hang out and eat some really wonderful cupcakes, cookies and things. So I have some final words for the students. Students, next time I see you, it's gonna be, how's your day going? How do you like being a nurse? And I'm hoping for an honest answer. It won't be very long that I'm also gonna ask you to come work here. But mostly, I want you to know there's nothing more wonderful than being a nurse, really. You have chosen a profession that is amazing. And I promise you're gonna have some bad days. You may need to take a very long vacation after school. And I want you to know that all of your hard work will pay off. You're gonna have nursing students that are gonna come along. Please reflect on your first day on the floor and do your best to be nice and cuddly, because you know they only had 2.5 hours of sleep, right? Please always carry in your heart that love and passion. You will never know all the answers. None of us do. But we work together, and with your very, very full hearts and your very, very tired and fatigued minds, I want to say thank you for committing to Cuesta College RN program. And for you, audience, I would like to introduce you to the brand new RNs Cuesta College of 2024. for the very last time. Class dismissed.